The arts are really a window into your soul. Just as music is a way to express your emotions and feelings, so are the crafts and the other arts that we produce through wood turning, whether it's pottery or stained glass or painting. It doesn't really matter. It's a way that individuals can express themselves and show their creativity. Most of us don't think we're very creative, but once you start to work with it and allow it to develop, you're a little more creative than you thought you were.
Vern could, keep it to himself and spend more time in the shop, but he's always eager to share his knowledge with other people. So for me, accepting the challenge to spend some time with some beginners and show us how to become a turner, this is a great contribution.
If somebody doesn't sort of get at the head of organizations and shimmy things along, nothing happens. Lots of people want to be parts of arts groups, but they want to sit there or they want to go home and work in their shop, but nothing gets out into the community. People don't learn, people are not recruited, interest is not generated. You have to have a few movers and shakers, and Vern is one of those.
Contributing to the arts in Lethbridge is rewarding in that you have the opportunity to expand the knowledge throughout the community and to bring that part of the soul that all of us have into the community. It'd be a pretty darn boring world if all we did was go to work and sleep at night. And being able to express yourself with whatever medium that you use is something that can't do anything except benefit the community, make it broader, and bring us all together in different ways.
Our firm has been associated with the Southern Alberta Art Gallery for a very long time. We've been financial supporters, event supporters of the SAG for a long time. Our firm was involved with the most recent expansion, modernization of the Southern Alberta Art Gallery as well.
There's so much interest in the arts in Lethbridge. You have the university that obviously carries a very high level of development in the fine arts and performing arts, etc. But even the institution of CASA shows a huge input of people in terms of how they're using the facility. It's just very much a part of the lives of people in Lethbridge.
FWBA have been a tremendous force in this city, particularly for arts and culture. We have a long history with them at the Southern Alberta Art Gallery, dating actually back to 1951, back when they were Meech Mitchell. They helped create the edition, the 1951 edition created by George Watson, the legendary Lethbridge architect. So we've had a long-standing relationship with that firm. Since then, they've worked on numerous projects with us, including our 2010 relaunching and renovation of the gallery, which included new public spaces like a classroom and library, and just a vastly more inviting and engaging space.
FWBA has always had a long-standing, excellent relationship with the art gallery through financial support, attendance at events, and then a number of our staff who are involved with the board and as volunteers. We've got past presidents on the board, including myself, and even family members of our staff who are involved as volunteers on the board and who regularly attend events and functions.
Our 40th anniversary fundraising campaign is called Live Art, Love SAG, and it's about more than just raising money for the gallery. It's about more than just looking back at our last 50 years. It's really about looking forward and encouraging people to live creatively and bring art into their everyday lives. And FWBA Architects, I think, really embodies that vision that we have.
We'd like to take this opportunity to thank the Southern Alberta Art Gallery for acknowledging our participation in the arts community. We're very grateful for them in doing that, and it's been our pleasure to contribute in any way that we can.
Claire is a very talented person, and she could be anywhere, easily in a metropolitan in New York and wherever she wants to be, Toronto. But she chooses to be here because she really sees this as home. She wants to raise her family here. And she, in wanting to raise her family here, wants this to be a better, more art-specific community. And through art, you can build community. And she's very dedicated to that and very aware of that.
To win the Young Artists Award here in Lethbridge is a pretty humbling experience. I am thrilled and beyond elated to accept this award because I know that it's going to allow me to pursue some things that I may not have had the opportunity to do prior to receiving this award. And it sort of gives you a little bit of fuel to move forward in the direction that you're going in, and it's sort of like a pat on the back and reassuring you that what you're doing does have an impact and some significance and is worth the time and the energy you're putting into. The Lethbridge Society of Independent Dance Artists is a newly formed nonprofit organization here in Lethbridge, and I co-created it with another local dance artist, Catherine McLaughlin, and we came together because we felt that there was sort of a missing piece to dance in Lethbridge. There was a lot of commercial dance for children and students and people to take classes, but not as much of an opportunity for pre-professional dancers.
And she lets herself be an integral part of the community beyond, and the community beyond can only be enhanced by that. And I think it's pretty impressive that someone of her caliber is able to look beyond her own immediate needs at this time in her life and be able to really embrace and want to, like, just feverishly wants to make Lethbridge a better place. And she's doing that through dance.
We arrived in Lethbridge in 1982, and at that time I was a self-employed musician. So I taught at the University of Lethbridge Music Conservatory. I did some sessional teaching at the university, had accompanying contracts at the university and at the school division. So initially my involvement was one of teacher, also performer and listener.
Since we've been here for a good number of years, we have tried to continue to serve that artistic community. Ours has been somewhat focused in the music area, but we do enjoy and attend other aspects of those artistic endeavors throughout our community.
George and Lottie are super important to Lethbridge for any number of reasons, not the least of which is that from the day they got here, they were involved in music in the community. Having that sort of advocacy for music, especially live performance of music in a community, is just invaluable.
I think sometimes you can get kind of wrapped up in your career and forget to give back to the community, and that's something that George and Lottie have never done. They were co-chairs of the Music in the Making Fund or campaign for the conservatory, raising over $650,000 for us in order to get us into this building. They raised almost $500,000 for the Festival of Art and Song, which was a fundraiser for the U of L singers, and they've been part of the Raising the Roof campaign at Southminster. They've been on boards like the Lethbridge Country Club and Norbridge Senior Center. I just think that they've done so much volunteer time in this community that they really deserve recognition.
Yeah, we musicians and artists want to share what we've learned over the years from people like these two fellows behind me and others, obviously. But as an educator, it was paramount for me to try and instill in the students that they should always make an effort to give back to whatever community they might be in.
So participating in the arts in Lethbridge has been wonderful for us individually and as a couple. But our hope is that it's been wonderful for the community as well.